What's happening, everyone? We're continuing The Last of Us Part 2, and so far, Ellie and Dina have been searching for the WLF in Seattle. They're looking around the ruins, what's left, to try to find out what went down. I'm Darkstrider, the YouTube Assassin. Let's play The Last of Us Part 2. So we've been traveling all around just looking for stuff.
Worrying's in my blood, so.
And honestly, we want to get as many things as possible. It's very helpful.
Check this out. This thing's a relic. There we go.
Look at that. We have extra stuff we could use. That axe is going to come in handy. There is just a lot to explore around here.
There's the Saravina. You see any other way in? Nope. Gotta get that gas.
We'll get that gas. What we're going to do is we're going to take this. We're going to throw that hose down.
Ellie? Yeah? Do you know what you're doing? I think so.
I think so. Great. Alright, so we don't want to get on that truck. We actually want to get over here, so we're going to swing. There we go.
Got it!
Alright, so we're going to find a manual, our first manual.
Could be useful.
And that's going to open up a whole nother skill train. We're going to get some more supplements and stuff around here. More scrap. We're going to need all that. Let's take a look at the new skill train. There it is. Craft melee upgrades. Faster crafting. Oh, we got to get the prerequisite weapon for that. Alright, so we'll get down. First time I actually came down off of that, I actually jumped by accident. Not a good scene. Alright, so we pretty much explored like a lot of this area. We already explored over here, we explored the bank. What we want to do now is actually go to like all the little stores that are around here. They'll all have things that we need before we go to that Fedra building.
Valiant Music Shop. Should we check for supplies? Man, imagine this place when everything was intact. You could just goof off, play some instruments. I bet we could scrounge enough stuff to start a band. You don't know how to play anything. I mean, I could definitely figure it out.
One of the things that a lot of people had a problem with was the banter between the two of them. There goes another card. People felt like they didn't have enough chemistry or anything like that.
Yo, check this out. Oh, wow, that was an interesting beat. Excuse me, I am a natural. Admit it. I love you. Whatever. We're starting a band. How about you be my groupie? Your what? Well, okay. Fans apparently had these hardcore fans that would just follow them around. Isn't that what I'm already doing? I guess so.
No, you have a point. Okay, here goes some more scrap. Break this. Get all this. We're gonna need it. Jump across over here. Some more stuff. I don't think there's anything in here. No. This is actually pretty interesting and wild. Right here.
What was that? Nothing. Well, nothing sure sounds nice.
Remember that night by the bonfire?
Yeah.
Talking away. I don't know what I'm to say. I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for you, love, okay? Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. Needless to say, I'm odds and ends, but I'll be stumbling away, slowly learning that life is okay. Say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. In a day or two.
You should have kissed me then. I wanted to.
Me too.
All right. We should keep moving.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, Aha must be getting crazy, crazy royalties because that song is in like so many video games.
I don't think there's anything else in here.
It's sung here, it's sung in freaking Saints Row. It's freaking crazy how many freaking places you hear that song. Gotta get a holster so I can hold this other gun. This gun is pretty powerful.
Damn. That's pretty good.
Almost missed that journal entry.
Jotting this down. Oof. Haven't seen one of these in a while.
No, you haven't.
Looks like that's everything over here.
More scrap, could use it. And this workbench, definitely gonna want to go to. Let's see, what do we want to fix? Stability, recoil, fire rate, probably fire rate. And capacity. I definitely like to put capacity on like a lot of my gear. Looks like that's all we've got for what we've got. I always want to do like Assassin's Creed and kind of do like that thing where you do the echo. Let me know in the comments below, like, what do you guys think of this game? Like, some people are so upset with this game, they're like really bugging out, asking people that they should play like other games entirely. Assassin's Creed was one of them that they had said you could play that instead of this. No, let's see. There was... Yep, there's another area over here I wanted to find.
Where are you going? There's something back here.
Yeah, there is. Alright. This one's gonna be like a simple one.
Oh shit.
Look at all that stuff.
That was some good scavenging.
See, I don't believe there's anything else around here. Let me see. The next place that I like to go is going to be like a little further north. Yeah, like I said, I do a lot of exploring here.
How can you tell?
See that sign up there? On the building that says Courthouse?
Oh, wow. Nice work, detective.
Mm-hmm. Mark this place on the map.
Freaking goofballs. Yeah, so it looks like we can make another, or two of them. Two Molotov cocktails. And what do we got as far as... There we go, craft melee upgrades. So now we could fix our axe, we could make it even more powerful if we wanted to. Which is good. It's part of like the whole thing, like you really do have to explore. There's like tons of stuff that you can get.
Wasn't Joel all about coffee?
Kidding me? He'd trade half his stuff for a bag of beans.
I never got it. Tastes like burnt shit.
Thank you. Acquired taste, my ass.
Still finding more scrap, which is great. 65. We could probably go right back to that workbench if we wanted to. There we go. We'll take all that other stuff. Is there anything else in here we want to get? Yeah, supplements, definitely. Looks like nothing else. You got axed.
You okay?
Yeah,
How do they get inside these places?
I don't know. I hate that shit. What's this? Marion and 6th.
That's your next
Hey,
location.
Found a key. It says barcodes on it.
Might be worth checking out.
We cleared this place out.
Where's that Barco's place? It's down there. We're not going through the parking garage. Like, the father in me is like really worried about ticks in this whole thing. I want ticks. That'd be kind of crazy. Okay, that's the courthouse. We don't want to go there just yet. We want to get to this Barco's place. There's the music shop. So this building over here, this brick building, should be this Barco's thing. So let's see if there's a way, a front door.
Marcos. Hey, isn't that the key you found?
No, no front door. Here we go, maybe the side door. Use the key you just found.
Oh shit. I got it.
Let's see what we got in here.
What the hell is this place? Some kind of WLF something.
What is that?
WLF propaganda. Reminds me of the Fireflies in Boston.
The Ravens? Protectors of the Constitution, they called themselves.
What was their deal?
Ex-Fedra types who thought Fedra had too many rules.
Hmm.
They ran protection rackets. They took multiple lives. Great dudes.
Yikes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Goonie and Ghost would have loved this.
Who?
They were these feral cats I had before I came to Jackson. But they didn't seem to want to leave with us, so I miss those scratchy little shits sometimes. You have any pets?
Nah, was never really my thing.
Well, maybe when we're done with all this, we can get a nice little creature to take care of.
Alright, deal.
Well, now that's a bomb. So now we unlock that as well.
What's this?
Here's their plans to hit that convoy.
Man, WLF just wiped the military out. Way more successful than the Fireflies ever were.
They just had a lot of junk laying around. They were ready for war. This guy's is a freaking, it's like a pet shop. No, where'd the horse go? No, let's go back to that dome.
Hear that?
I hear it. Infected.
It's coming from the courthouse. This is gonna suck, isn't it?
At least we're ready for him.
Before we go there, I think we're going to go back up to that workbench. We're going to see what we can work out. If we could improve any of our other guns. I've only got 40 pieces left, 43. We're not going to be able to do anything with that. Yeah, we're good. Well, actually, wait. It looked like we could do something with... There we go. Yeah, I don't mind completing as many upgrades on any of these weapons as possible. Because that's definitely what we want. I want to make sure that we're ready for anything and anybody. Let's go get back on that horse. Yeah, once you get to this part, there's a lot more to explore. There's a lot more to do. It seems like a little more interesting. I mean, you're still looking for the WLF, but you can't really... You're not really finding any of them. You're basically like running around here looking for them. She's finding clues. She's finding all kinds of stuff that happened in the old world. Let's see. Yep, can't get through there.
Check out those stained glass windows. I don't see many of those.
Yeah, we're not finding an entrance here.
Fuel distribution. Here we go.
Fedra secured the shit out of this place.
Boston always had food shortages. Hungry people get desperate.
It's crazy when you think of how people would act at the end of the world. And I think that that's part of like why so many people were so upset with like this game. Like, you know, I think we're too spoiled as gamers sometimes, where like we feel like everything should be perfect, everything should be just absolutely like the good guys always win, the bad guys always lose, stuff like that. And you know, like it's really not. Some people get like a little bit upset about it. Some people they kind of appreciate the game for what it is. And then, you know, some people, they actually do have great points when they're looking deep into, like, what's going on. When you have a game like this, you know, first of all, I'm the type of player, I don't like to see anything political or anything, you know, that there's an agenda in my gaming. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of seeing any of that stuff. But you know, some people they're into it. Some people they want to see that. You know, it's not exactly something that I want to see. I don't really want any sort of like political agenda or any sort of agenda for anything basically. There's like a lot of stuff that's going on here, you know, like at first their relationship seems like whatever, but then they kind of go the extra mile in certain spots, and I'll show you where they go the extra mile. Right now it isn't so bad. It's just, you know, two people and they just go through their stuff. Look at this. This is Assassin's Creed right now. One of my biggest complaints about having Dina as my co-pilot here is that she's kind of useless. Like, I'm not gonna lie, she really has her moments where she really aggravates me with how she handles certain situations, how she's supposed to have my back, but she doesn't. Like, I kind of feel like her screaming and everything would cause more of a distraction than be beneficial to, like, what's going on. She screams and she kind of, like, alerts them, I feel like. Let me see, how did we do this? I'm gonna hop over this, I guess. We're trying to get in this dome. Zoop. No, you guys don't look. Well, that didn't work out. That was pretty messed up. And where's Dina to come out with these attacks? One of the things I love about these firebombs is that everything goes to, like, get it. They all head towards it. They all head towards the fire. That was kind of wild, too.
I don't get it. If there were still people around, they would have cleared this place out.
Maybe they didn't make it here.
Maybe. Let's find that gas.
I wonder what Dina's carrying as far as weapons and bullets, and how come I can't see them? There we go. This looks like we're going to have a lot of other stuff that we could grab.
Hey, Ellie. This place is a synagogue.
How can you tell?
One, there are menorah decorations on the wall. It's a Jewish thing. And two, I didn't burst into flames just now, so...
Burst into flames?
It's just a dumb joke.
Oh, unlike your other ones?
You shut it. This place brings back a lot of memories. My sister used to drag me to a synagogue all the time.
You never struck me as much of a believer.
Nah, but I like coming from a long line of survivors.
You mean after Outbreak Day?
That, and the Inquisition, and the Holocaust. My family always made it out alive. Barely.
Now, those of you who have been with the channel for a long time, you guys have heard me before, and I swear they did this on purpose. I always say, and I mean, she's just one step away. I always say, I don't want to see, I don't care if the character is a black Jewish lesbian, as long as it has a point to the game.
Okay.
Which, you know, like, in all honesty, they really did have, like, a lot of points to this game. I don't know why people were so upset with, like, the game. I don't understand why people had a problem with the whole lesbian relationship. I was watching I was reading in a group for
Back there.
Sony PlayStation. It's saying, somebody was saying something about morals, like, you know, you're morally corrupt if you're playing this game, and I'm sitting here like, what?
Here we go.
And I even have a friend who thinks that, you know, like I'm going to hell because I'm playing a lesbian game, which makes no sense to me. You know, all the things that I've ever done in my life,
Now what?
and, you know, because I played
Look at the courthouse.
this game, I'm going to hell. Like, that doesn't make sense. People got to get over it. I always say that, you know, like I really do have a serious problem if you have an agenda in the game. If you're focusing on an agenda, if you're focusing on nonsense, stuff that like we really don't care about, stuff that really doesn't make sense, you're throwing it out there just to throw it out there, then that's a problem. This game in no way throws it out there
Really?
as, you know, like on purpose. They're not shoving it down your throat. They're not shoving the relationship down your throat. These guys aren't kissing every 2 minutes.
Say little ones to myself.
They're not telling each other how much they're in love and stuff like that. They're always just talking. They're having random conversation.
I think it calms me. Helps me put things in perspective. It's a way to deal with grief. A way to show respect. That's what I know.
This way.
Right behind.
If they had done that where, like, you know, they're constantly shoving it down your throat, then it's a problem. But that's a problem even if it's a hetero relationship. If it's a straight relationship and they're constantly throwing the relationship at you and everything,
Oh, this is the
you know, that's not a game I want to play either. That's a rom-com.
scripture. It's
That's not for me.
like a Jewish Bible. My sister would have flipped for this. The one we used in New Mexico was half burned. All right.
Even the religious aspects, it's not even that they're shoving that down your throat. They're just talking about it. You know, in the Assassin's Creed series, they talk about religion, politics. They throw it all there. There's motivation behind it all. It's motivation to kill certain people, to assassinate certain people over it. You know, you're doing all this stuff. It's not happening here either. You're not seeing, you know, it's not, they're not forcing it down your throat. And a lot of people, I think, for some reason, really did believe that
Yes.
it was a little too extra. And I gotta admit, like, maybe later on in the game, it does get a little too extra. And, you know, when we get there, I'll show you.
It's okay.
But
It's holding.
it's not so in your face. It was kind of weird. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Failed at that. I think I was too low. Really, what's big about this game is the fact that it's got puzzles. It is a puzzler. And it does have, like, some action. You do have to
Nothing to it.
figure yourself out through some
Come on, Dina.
sequences.
Right.
You do have to sort yourself out. You do have to make sure that you have enough resources to get through the level. But you're going to hear from, like, a lot of people. They're going to say this is like a waste of time.
Future?
This is a
Just
pain.
calendar.
It made no sense.
My sister used to give me an apple dipped in honey. Ugh, now I'm craving it.
It's just nice to see, you know, like,
It does sound pretty good.
they're walking around, they're
Jewish
doing
holidays
things,
are
they're
all about
talking.
food, getting annihilated by our enemies.
A long line of survivors.
Exactly.
There's another journal entry right there. Honestly, I did have an appreciation for this game. I played it more than once. I gave it a second playthrough so that I could get all the trophies. And obviously I'm giving it a third playthrough right now so that you guys can see it. I do have my complaints about the
Okay,
game.
cross the dome off the list. Let's go
There
find
are some
Courthouse.
areas that just are just a
Might be
pain.
worth grabbing some supplies before we press on.
Let me see what we got. See if there's anything we need. No, we don't have enough parts to... Okay.
It's peaceful out here, at least.
It's weird being in a QZ and not hearing trucks. Or gunfire and explosions.
My sister always avoided QZs. That's probably why. She just got more and more paranoid. She'd sometimes wake up screaming in the middle of the night.
That's rough.
We always had a bag packed so we could bail if something happened. Within a few weeks, it sucked.
It's nice to have a place we call home, right?
Yeah. When I first got to Jackson, I was so overwhelmed by all the people.
I was overwhelmed by all the food. I remember my first week just gorging myself. Stuffing food in all my pockets for later like it was gonna run out.
I saw that. You did not. I did. I remember thinking, who is this string bean girl stealing all the jerky?
I didn't steal that much of jerky.
What? What's that shimmer? You don't say.
Oh, no.
Ellie, Shimmer says we should find a bakery.
Why?
So she can go buy some thoroughbread.
Oh, God.
Created a monster.
You only have yourself to blame.
Terrible jokes. Alright, so that's the courthouse. There's gotta be something else. I want to say there is. I'm pretty sure we got everything, but I just want to give it a quick once over. Like there's stuff we're missing. I don't think we explored this. There we go. You got to get every nook and cranny, honestly. I mean, you could just rush through this game. That's totally possible. You could just run through the entire game and get to the end, do the bare minimum, get the minimum amount of power-ups and the minimum amount of scrap in order to update your gear. You could do it as minimally as possible. You really could. But the thing is, do you want to? Some people are into that. I actually have a cousin that flies through the game. It'll be a 30-hour game. It'll take him like 10. He'll just fly right through the game. And the thing is that he doesn't really get the appreciation or the feel for the game, the understanding. By the time he gets to the end of the game and he beats it and everything, he does feel accomplished, but then it's like, okay, what did you really do? Do you really remember anything? Do you remember the journey? And he really doesn't. He doesn't remember the journey. It's like really crazy. There'll be times where I'll tell him, hey, you know, remember when this happened in the game? And he's like, I don't remember that. Yeah, you don't remember that because you just flew through the game. I wanted to say that through... Yeah, I wanted to say around here, through Madison Street and Spring Street, that there was supposed to be something else, but I think we got it. I think everything else here is pretty much buttoned up. Yep. So we're ready for the courthouse. Now, if you didn't drop down to that van and you went to the courthouse first, you would find that...
Maybe we can get in that way.
You would find that, that manual, it would be in the courthouse. Okay, now that should be everything. Okay. Now let's work our way into that courthouse there. A lot of climbing. It looked like there was something there. Nope. Okay. There we go. Get inside. How many others are there? It's just that one. The other thing was a runner, it looked like. There we go. Now we'll see more of them. Where did Dina get a rifle? Jeez, Dina, where the heck were you? Okay, that should be everybody.
Okay. That it? I don't hear anything. Let's fire fun, I guess.
And just to let you know, I got a little confused with the controls.
Bet it was fun.
You start playing too much Assassin's Creed and then go to a different game,
Try
you
to tell if somebody's lying.
kind of mess up.
Just give me 5 minutes of my knife. I'll tell you if they were lying or not.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We'll check these bodies, see if they've got anything, which they probably don't. And we gotta look for the gas. Whenever you find vending machines, like, try to break them if you see that they have glass. Because more than likely they've got something that you need there. They'll have something to heal you. Oh, it's People's Court. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, you know how many times I've been to court? More times than I really care to discuss. For dumb reasons, too. Always dumb reasons. I'm not a troublemaker or anything like that. I just, for a long time, kept hanging out with the wrong kind of people. And it was like guilt by association.
Hey, little help?
Coming.
There's a lot of areas like that, so if you didn't get what you needed,
Nope.
You're telling me you never got in trouble back in Boston?
Oh, I got in trouble. But never landed in a courthouse. Parking garage.
Well, the gas is in there, right?
Oh, that's what the note said.
Well, let's get down there.
well, I don't want to get down there just yet. Pretty sure there's a lot of other things we can find around here.
Brought it on yourself, I guess.
Like, they don't care about Fedra, they don't care about the Fireflies, they don't care about these WLF. All these little groups and organizations keep sprouting up. It's kind of wild. Kind of makes you scared for, like, what would happen at the end of the world. No, there's nothing else I could do here. I can't even use that. I am to capacity there. Ooh. There goes some scrap. Goes another note. Known WLF agitators.
Old to-do list. This might come in handy.
The note might too.
What's it say?
This guy was a Fedra commander or something. They were losing to the WLF and trying to escape.
How big is this group if they were able to beat the army?
You don't need a lot if you're that vicious. We need to be careful.
Let's just be smart about it.
Okay, Jesse.
Looked like 860722 was on the wall there. There we go. Oh, look at all these beautiful supplements and scrap and stuff. We needed all that. And there we go, we could upgrade our weapon. And we can craft smoke bombs now. I like that. Alright, so I'm going to end the video here. When we come back, we're going to explore the rest of this building, and then we're going to go to the basement and see if we get the gas. Other than that, I really do hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out an awful lot. And as always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Until the next one, take care.